Hey Say Boo crew, welcome back to the Say Boo channel. I am Say Boo and we'll be covering another hot topic today. So let's go ahead and get straight into it.
Until I can get paid, or, until the police come, or until, she let me take out the service. Because it's like she literally ran outside like she was about to be gone. I feel like if I didn't do that, she would have been gone and I would have just never been paid.
But the 15-year-old's mother says Jayla also dragged her by her hair when she grabbed her hood and says that her daughter accidentally sent the money to the wrong Cash App and was trying to pay Jayla.
It's just absolutely absurd. It's viral. It's all over the country.
And how is she dealing emotionally with this?
Emotionally, not good. Not good at all.
And Jayla Cunningham says that she had no clue that she was charged. We brought it to her attention tonight. She says she heard it for the first time and that she has received death threats as a result of the viral video, so she has moved her hair salon to another location.
Jayla Cunningham, an 18-year-old hairstylist, and her client, who is a minor, a 15-year-old, she came into the salon to get her hair done. There was a misunderstanding with the payment. Apparently, the girl already had a card on file, but this was later discovered. We'll get into that a little bit later on. She goes to step outside to call her brother. At this point, the hairstylist has another client who's coming in. So she's stepping outside to make the call to her brother, who sent the money to the wrong Cash App. She asked him if he could send it to the correct one. Apparently, she didn't want to have this conversation in front of the client inside of the salon. I do see how this could cause a problem for the hairstylist because, of course, she's probably thinking, like, is she going to run off on me or what's about to happen here? The young girl probably was shy. She did appear to be a shy young lady. She, doesn't really seem like the rowdy type, but you never know. Maybe she wanted to have that conversation in privacy, but, of course, things could have definitely been done a little bit differently. We're going to jump into this post here that Jayla had posted. She said, y'all feel bad because it came out that she was 15, which I never knew. But what about me? I'm an 18-year-old business owner who constantly has to deal with people trying to get over on me. That Cash App mistake was not on me. But since she sent it to the wrong person, I suppose I'm just supposed to not be paid. Like, that's wrong ASF. It was very unprofessional, but you don't run out on nobody while they're waiting for you to send the money for your service to them when I was nothing but respectful and nice to her the entire appointment.
My bad to everybody who keep calling me saying stop explaining myself, but no, because no, I never hit her. I dragged her by her hoodie. That's not right. I'm not justifying that, but I never threw a punch. Y'all will never see in that video me throwing a punch, me hitting her. I ain't never hit her. Never. She can't say I hit her. Y'all don't see me hitting her. I never hit her. Never hit her. Because I keep saying that. I beat on the child. How did I beat on her? I never touched her. I grabbed her by her hood. I didn't even grab her by her head. Not saying it's right, but I'm just saying, I never hit her. You get what I'm saying? Well, I keep saying you get what I'm saying. Y'all, I never hit her. That's what the fuck I'm trying to say. Because this clearly say, so your first thought to solve a problem is to hit someone as a grown woman. No, I didn't hit her. Because it's if that was the case, when we was outside, instead of me grabbing her, telling her come back in the shop, I could have hit her and fought her right in the parking lot. We was outside when it all happened. The camera didn't even catch that. I'm annoyed, y'all. She was outside. She made it outside. That girl was running. I had to catch her. The hell?
She is very young and it does seem like she have a lot of growing to do. These were some messages that she posted here where she was saying, okay, what the brother, it seemed like this is a message where the brother asked what's the girl's actual Cash App, and then she sent her brother the Cash App to send to the girl, which he ended up sending to the wrong person, which really, made this a whole issue. Now, the sister came back and she spoke on the story. She's posting her receipts here, basically, where she said that the stylist charged the card after the appointment so that there was a card on file, which if there was a card on file, you definitely should have checked and made sure, because this whole situation could have been avoided. The stylist reached out and said, I personally want to apologize for pulling you by your hood back in the shop. Someone said, this is so chump. As a business owner, you should not be promoting unprovoked something in your establishment. We're going to talk some about the emotional experience, when it comes to Black women getting their hair done and just everything associated with it. You have the cost of the hair, the cost of the appointment, time and gas, getting to the appointment. You don't know what this woman is experiencing mentally as she's going to this appointment, as she's preparing for this appointment, getting everything together. Like, hair alone can range you from $500 to $1,000. The cost of a service can start on the low end of $250. You may catch $125 here and there, you know, around the way, but it can range anywhere from $250 all the way up to $1,000, depending on what you're getting. We're just talking service alone. A lot of women, when they take their hair down, they're ready for the next hairstyle to go in. So by the time they're calling you, they need that appointment. They don't need any cancellations because they probably have things that they have to do. They're going to schedule that appointment expecting that you can show up and deliver what it is that they need. So you have the pressure of making sure that you definitely get it right, meeting their expectations, because people work hard for their money nowadays. Whatever they spend, they're gonna want the value of that, and they're gonna want to feel like, you know, they've gotten a good service, they've gotten a good hairstyle, and they're pleased. A lot of studies show that Black women actually spend more money on their hair than the average woman in America. The Black hair care industry alone is $1 billion earning industry. So there's definitely been a lot of money spent in that industry. And then you also have a different dynamic of, how does that woman feel about her hair? How does she feel about her natural hair? Is she comfortable wearing it? Or as soon as she take the hairstyle down, is she going to be ready to go straight into the next hairstyle, which means that she doesn't have time to take a break because maybe whatever she has going on in her life, she has to, you know, show up and be presentable that next day. So she can't let it stay out for a few days or whatever the case may be. So she has to immediately go into that next hairstyle, meaning that if you cancel the appointment or something happens or goes wrong, then she has to show up wherever the next place for her to go to looking crazy. Nobody wants to go, you know, anywhere looking crazy. We all want to look presentable, look our best, all that good stuff. I see a lot of stories like this where clients and hairstylists are having disagreements, or they're going back and forth with each other. Unfortunately, sometimes it turns into a physical altercation, which should never happen, especially over a hairstyle. But like I said before, because of all of the emotional investment that goes into a Black woman getting her hair done. Viewer discretion is advised on this next part. These are just some of the clips that I have found of Black women and hairstylists and clients, you know, just getting into these situations. Like I said, you know, it just seemed like it's so common nowadays that we see stories like this where customers are not pleased with the service that they're getting, and hairstylists are not pleased with the way that something went. But it definitely has to be a change, because the way that we're treating each other, representing each other, and just, when I say representing each other, because when all this stuff comes out, you know, it's basically out there for the world to see. And if you are choosing to work in the customer service based industry, it's your job to get the proper training that you need and to put yourself around certain people, learning experiences, even if you may not directly know those people, but just putting yourself in those situations, in those circles. Because if you go out and start a restaurant and you're like, oh, I'm 18, there's certain things that I didn't know, but then somebody gets sick or they're affected by your food, you're going to be held responsible no matter what age you are. Now, like I said, this girl is very young, so hopefully she does learn from this experience and she put better policies in place. The other young girl, her family came out and spoke about the situation. Her sister spoke about it. Her mom spoke about it. With, you know, so many people being involved in that situation, it's very unfortunate that it had to come to her getting physically assaulted. And, you know, now for everybody to be willing to kind of come and want to work towards a resolution, where Jayla seems like she apologized online somewhat, but she still feels like she was, you know, done unfairly in that situation. And then you have the fact that comes out after about the car already being on file. So if that car was already on file, that takes the situation to a different level, because why didn't you check to see if the car was on file? Things like that. I noticed that this is also not just happening with what we consider kitchen beauticians. It's happening in salons. It's happening in homes. It's just something that is frequently happening, and something needs to be done, or something needs to be, like put in place, so maybe situations like this can be avoided. Them doing the deposit, I do think that stylists should take a deposit before the appointment. A lot of the times, if you go places to get food or get services, you have to pay in advance before that service is rendered. In most cases, you have to do what's going to be comfortable for you. You have to do what is going to be good and beneficial for your clients. Just, making sure that you hold up on your end and deliver what you say that you are. Put deposits so that way you can secure that you're going to get paid, something for that appointment. They'll pay the rest, at the end of that appointment, or however it is that you need to set it up. It can be set up that way, but definitely implementing some changes, or possibly doing more courses on this particular subject of business management, customer service, customer relation. Because under no circumstances do I think it's ever okay to, drag your client. And even if that client is in the wrong and you have every right to drag them, like, do you really want to be on camera, dragging somebody or fighting in your business? Because it's still negativity at the end of the day, and it's going to have some type of cost repercussion or backfire, because all people are not going to think about that situation the same. Some may think you are just in your actions, and other people may think, well, okay, like either she don't know how to control herself, she don't know how to act, or whatever, and you want people to think the best of you so that you can present the best service and continue to do it for years to come. And just heal our community, because we definitely need that, especially when it comes to Black hair care with Black women. Y'all, thank you so much. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate you for watching. Thank you so much for tuning in. I want to know your thoughts below. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think that Jayla was at fault? This young girl and her family could have done something different to avoid this situation? What are some solutions that we can do to take care of stuff like this in the industry? If you haven't, please like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for supporting. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time on the Stable channel, y'all, I'm out. Peace.